Stacy Cox, CEO for the Turks and Caicos Hotel and Tourism Association.
Stacy, thank you so much for finding time for us today. Let's kick off with the first question, which is, how are you doing? How's Turks and Caicos? Where are you on the journey?
Turks and Caicos is doing well. We're hitting record-breaking numbers in the destination. We still consider ourselves one of the safest and more accessible islands in the Caribbean. And all things considered, with COVID and with all the changes in that we've seen in the Caribbean that's happening, Turks and Caicos is faring extremely well.
That's really good to hear. Tell us about sort of what stays the same and what's changed sort of really as we come out of COVID and the last 2 years or so.
Well, we've seen that a lot has changed as it relates to the way that we interact with humans, and a lot has changed in the industry, the way that we're treating our guests now. It's more of hands-on, taking care of our human capital and seeing what it will take to take our experiences to the next level in the destination. We know that people are no longer traveling for sun, sand, and sea, but want to have that one-on-one niche experience in your destination where they're able to see, touch, and smell the entire experiences, from food to human capital to cultural experiences as well.
Give us a flavour of some of those things that we could experience if we came to the islands.
If you came to the island, we have our weekly fish fry, which is a full-bloom cultural experience, from the dancing, the music, the food, the local businesses that are on hand there. And it's every Thursday night that people can experience that. What is back this year is our Mascanu, the once-in-a-year cultural experience, where we pretty much close down the entire Grace Bay Strip for the full-bloom cultural experience. So we're so excited to have that back this year. It's something that was missing from both our consumers and our local individuals. So we get to bring that back and give the full cultural experience to those who are visiting the Turks and Caicos Islands.
And in terms of getting there, so where are you on connectivity? How are you doing with air and cruise?
Air is just amazing. From Southwest, JetBlue, American Airlines, United. Some days we have up to 19 planes on the tarmac, and it has just exploded to the point where in January we break ground on a new multi-million-dollar airport, and we're super excited about that. British Airways is back. We have all of our airlines back, and plus more. I think we're getting Sun Country back out of Minneapolis, and we're looking and having major discussions with airline partners now for even more capacity to the destination.
Fantastic, that's really great to hear. And in terms of kind of huge developments like the airport, what about from a property point of view? What's going on there?
From a property, there's 3 in the pipeline. There's Rock House that just opened up, and it's part of the Grace Bay Club Resorts family. It's doing amazingly well. It's not on the Grace Bay Strip, it's just away from it, but it's secluded, nice. It's just, one has to see it in order to appreciate it. We have the Andaz, we have the South Bank Resort, and we have the Strand that's in the pipeline for 2023. Altogether, we're looking by the end of 2023 to have at least 350 rooms added to the inventory of the destination, and that will equate to more employment in the destination, hopefully more additional airlift, and just keeping our consumers and our local human capital all engaged.
And lastly, with all of this fantastic growth that you're foreseeing, what about sustainability? What are you doing about that?
Sustainability has been the front and center of our Minister of Tourism, so much so that we have had conferences that led up to signing of MOUs with various partners on island, from reusable bags to sun safe sunscreens that we are engaging our consumers to use. I think I said reusable bags, and there is just a lot of conversation about the whole use of the reusable initiative and being sustainable. That's the top of, it's a priority for Minister of Tourism. We have several hotels who have enlisted in international programs, and getting the conversation is happening more at a grassroots level, which is I believe, more important than having it in the boardrooms. And we're really engaging the community on this thing called sustainability for the destination, for the earth, and just to keep, and we know too that consumers are looking for that, to the point where one of the properties that's in the pipeline is building an entire sustainable program around their development, from a butterfly sanctuary to reusable water in the gray areas, and all of that is now front and center of the Turks and Caicos. I mean, it matches well with our slogan, "Beautiful by Nature," and so we're taking all of our natural resources and seeing how we can conserve that to build a more sustainable, beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos Islands.
Listen, sounds amazing. Thank you so much for the update.
Oh, my
and
pleasure.
stopping by.
Thank you so much.